Summertime is here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk about how to meet women in the summertime. Now, we recently had a podcast on the Jin Juice podcast, which is available on all streams, SoundCloud, except iTunes. iTunes be acting like a dick to me. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because we be talking that shit, you know? But regardless, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, check it out. But I wanted to make a personal video because this is just one of the most favorite times for my life, period, when it comes to New York City. Because in reality, there's very few places that I would rather be than New York City in the summertime when it comes to women, because there's such a volume of females around. There's such a volume of... What I'm trying to say is that the bitches is out in their summer dresses, and it's time to start putting words into action. So here's what I want to say, man. First and foremost, summertime is a great opportunity for you to look up things in your area and plan what I like to call a super date. Because when I go up to women on the street, I like to take the interaction as far as possible. So whether it be a second date or a date right on that spot, I'm taking them for coffee and I have plans. For example, one of the most favorite things I like to do is take girls to a free improv comedy show. This is something like as soon as we meet, I'm taking them for an improv comedy show. Then maybe I'm taking her for some boba tea, which is like an Asian milk drink that is just good as fuck. There's so many different flavors, and a lot of girls haven't tried it, so it's just a unique experience. And it also allows you to express. It allows me to express my culture and whatnot, which allows me to get deeper into the set. Now, when it comes to meeting women in the summertime, listen. All you have to do is go outside. That's it. Go outside. I mean, it's literally there. Just that's the greatness. Is you don't have to go to a bar. You don't have to go to a club. You don't gotta pay a $20 fee. You don't gotta have some bouncers pat you down or trying to lead you. You don't gotta have none of that goofy shit. You don't have to deal with drunk friends. You can just go outside and make things happen. There's nothing more freer than that feeling. It's one of the greatest feelings you can have, especially when you do it solo, because you just feel like, man, this is something that I can make happen. Like, this is a reality that I can manifest for myself. So the next time you're outside, I want you to start challenging yourself every day to talk to at least 2 girls, preferably beautiful. In fact, I want them to be intimidatingly beautiful, because that's the only way you're gonna really push yourself. Because, for example, you might go down the street and you just stop a girl. You simply say, "Excuse me, I'm really looking for this place, this Starbucks nearby. It's like this. It's just the Starbucks nearby and I just can't find it. Is your GPS working by any chance?" Just getting used to stopping and approaching girls. Like, see, that might have been a little bit rough. Maybe that was like my first set or whatever the case is. Over time, as you approach girls every day, you will start to become more and more used to it. Not just that, but I want you to challenge yourself when you do stop them to work on inhaling before you speak, work on enunciating your voice, work on calming your body language down, having good eye contact, talking clearly, enunciating properly. And then eventually, you're gonna have those girls where they stop, they look through their GPS or they stop to help you out. And then you can go, "Oh, by the way, you actually have a really creative vibe, by the way. What do you do, by the way?" If you don't mind me asking. Something like that. Or you can simply say you look like you're from California, or just a simple cold read or compliment. Because here's the thing, if you ask a girl for directions, she tells you directions and you say, "Thank you. Oh, by the way, you have a really cool style. Where are you from?" If you don't mind me asking. She says where she's from, then you say where you're from, you shake her hand, and then you just leave the situation. And if you do this shit every day, 2 girls a day, eventually you challenge yourself. Maybe you go for 5 girls. This is something that is incredible, because you'll start to realize that, oh shit, I don't need to have some perfect pickup line. I can just stop girls casually, indirectly, or directly, regardless. Because in the summertime, directly is great too, because girls are out in their summer dress. It's just a more open kind of environment and feeling and atmosphere. And girls, they're there to thought it up, man. They're there in their dresses, showing their booty meat for a reason, man. Take advantage. Take advantage. You don't need a club. You don't need friends. You don't need alcohol. You don't need any of that shit. Go up to the next girl, the next pretty girl you see, and stop her. And then eventually, you're gonna compliment a girl, or you're gonna make her read about her personality, her aura, her background, and then you're gonna share your shit. And then before you know it, you might see that, oh shit, this is a girl that I could actually take this conversation somewhere. Because this is also great because you can not only break out of your shell, but you're not putting everything on the line. You're not having some big moment where, you know, the whole thing could blow up in your face, because at the end of the day, you're just asking for directions. You're just asking for a place that you're looking for. And ultimately, even if you do go direct if you simply say, you know, I noticed you walking by and I thought you looked absolutely stunning. I had to say hi, otherwise I'd be kicking myself for the rest of the fucking day. Hi, I'm Jay. Who are you? Bam. This is something that I do. I always make sure that I introduce myself and shake her hand afterwards, because typically if you compliment a girl, she's just gonna be awestruck and say thank you. So you want to just quickly move on to the conversation. That's when I'll just shake her hand and say she has a really creative vibe, and I'll try to get into something that she's passionate about, because sometimes getting into her background's cool, but the only thing is sometimes on the street it's a little tough, because it's like, well, why the fuck do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a little more easier if I'm like, whoa, you have like this really cool energy, do you do something creative? Because then it seems like a more spontaneous interest in her passions, and that could lead to us just talking about things that we really feel emotion about, which can quickly spike emotion early on, which can help the set go longer. This is just something that you're gonna learn as you stop girls more and more and more in the summertime. Another thing to take advantage of is the fact that you can bounce from location to location to location. So maybe I started an improv comedy show, then maybe I go get some boba tea. Then after the boba tea, maybe I go to an arcade or a barcade or a rooftop bar where there's a stunning view, or something where I could beat her ass in, like NBA Jam. I love beating bitches' asses in NBA Jam. It's like one of my favorite things ever. Or air hockey, or basketball, or really anything. And that right there, or after that, one of the things I like to do when things are winding down at the end of that date, I like to take girls to a sex shop, because it's a very creative thing. Most dudes don't have the balls to it. Most people don't even have, they don't really think about it. But if you take a girl to a sex shop at the end of the night, when the date is winding down, it's like you're environmentally setting yourself up for success. Another good thing about this too is when you're actually at sex shops at night, you'll actually see couples coming in. They'll be drunk, they'll be giggling, they're already together, they're looking for some extra fun, and it just kind of creates this environment like you're in the club. You know, you're just in that private club with the people, and now suddenly it just kind of fucking encourages her to give you that. Nah, you don't take pussy. We bless girls with these. So let me not say give you pussy or anything like that. I just want to make that shit clear. And then maybe at the end of the night, you take her for a nice little, I'm not going to say chariot ride, but there's also strolls down the lake, down the river, down by the water. That's just one of the greatest ways, because if you're at night, you're going down by the water, you're alone, that's the perfect time to get a blowjob in the woods. I'm just saying, man. Or a romantic kiss, that works too. And ultimately, man, this is a video I wanted to make in the summertime just to inspire you, because now is the time. Now is the summer you're discontent, the winter you're discontent. I don't know how that phrase goes, but now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to these ladies, man. And stay on your purpose, like my guy AMS said. That's always most important thing when you wake up in the morning. So with that being said, no more lectures, bro. Get out there. See you on the other side, man. Peace.